clicked on this video looking for some crochet inspiration on what yarns you should use and which ones make products that sell best at craft shows. You clicked on the right video, because in this video, we're going to hang out together, crochet, and I'm also going to chat about my 5 favorite yarns that I use in my crochet boutique. So if you're new around here, I want to introduce myself. My name is Camryn, and I run the crochet boutique called Camryn's Cute Creations. So I make videos every week all about helping you grow your handmade business as well, specifically selling at craft shows. It's kind of my thing. Today we are gonna just hang out, crochet together. I've got a candle going, messy bun going on. I have been thinking about starting some sort of crochet podcast kind of deal. So that's why I'm kind of trying more of a conversation, hang out type of video. We'll see how it goes. So I have right here in front of me, I wrote down my top 5 favorite yarns that I use in my crochet business. And these yarns, okay, let me just... First off, okay, I know you're obsessed with yarn because you clicked on this video, but I get weird talking about yarn. Like, seriously, I'm obsessed. So if I get a little too excited in this video talking about yarn, I hope you can relate, feed off my excitement, because yeah, I love yarn. So this yarn not only whips up really fast, but a lot of the yarn that I'm talking about today is really soft and cozy, and people love the soft stuff at markets. They love feeling it, and they're like, oh my gosh, I need this right now. So that is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. We're going to start with number 5. So this is my 5th favorite yarn to work with in my crochet boutique, and that is WoolEase Thick and Quick. That is a Lion brand yarn. Now, I love me some Lion brand. I think that's the only one on my list. No, the next one is too, but I love Lion brand yarn. They have some great yarn for very affordable prices, but really high quality. So I really love the WoolEase, but I like the WoolEase Thick and Quick, okay? And the reason is because this stuff, it's so thick, it whips up so quick, makes the cutest pumpkins, makes the cutest Christmas trees. You can make a lot of stuff with the WoolEase Thick and Quick, and it whips up real quick. So that's what I love about it. It is so perfect for coming up with projects for your markets, because it whips up super duper quick, which we love when prepping for craft shows. So WoolEase Thick and Quick is super awesome. Now, something I don't really love that much about it, it's not super soft, and I love my soft yarn, but it's not like rough or anything. Well, compared to like this, yeah, but it's not like super bad. It is a wool blend, so there's gonna be a little like, there's a little bit of that woolness to it where you're like, it's a little scratchy, but it's not too bad. And again, it whips up really quick for home decor stuff. Oh my gosh, it sells so well. I have tried making hats with it before. Those did not sell nearly as well as my soft hats did. So I don't do hats with the WoolEase Thick and Quick anymore, although there are a lot of great patterns that you can try. And they whip up, again, super duper quick. So that yarn might be one that you want to check out. Pretty affordable price. Now, you can get a better price for the, what is it? I'll put it on the screen. I forgot the name of it, but it's a similar one from Lion brand, but I believe it's a polyester blend and it doesn't have wool, so it's a little bit cheaper. Honestly, I don't like it as much. I'd rather pay a little bit more for the WoolEase colors, and I just like the finished look of them a little bit better. But again, I will pop on the screen all the ones I talk about and also link all of them in the description box down below. Oh, by the way, I am working on a velvet beanie right now, an adult one. I am prepping for my fall markets, so that is what I am working on today with you. I would love to know what you brought to work on today in today's video, so go ahead and comment the whip you're currently working on down below. I love to see what you guys are up to, what you're making as well. So again, go ahead and comment that. Moving on to my 4th favorite yarn, which is another Lion brand, and it's the Hue Plus Me yarn from Lion brand. Okay, there's so much I like about this yarn, and the first thing is this stuff it's soft. It doesn't look like it would be soft. It's soft. I love the texture of this yarn. It makes really cute pumpkins. I've done the baby booties with them. Adorable. You can also do a bunch of other things like little keychains. I bet headbands would be super cute with that yarn. And what I love the most about it is it's a great price, and they, for some reason, do really good discounts on this yarn at Joann's from time to time. So I've gotten it for a great deal before, and I love the colors. The colors are beautiful. They're just toned down, like beautiful neutrals, which I really love in my brand. It's nice to have pops of color, but for the most part, neutrals sell best. So this yarn whips up really quick, and I love how soft it is, and I love the color palette. The downside is like the color palette is good, but a lot of the colors are really similar. So there's not like a ton of variety with the colors, but the colors they do have are really good, but they're like pretty similar to each other. There are a lot of neutrals. So I haven't seen a huge range of colors. So that's kind of a downside if you like to play with colors in your brand and have like pops of colors. There's not a ton of variety in that line, but again, the colors they do offer are really pretty. Moving on to my third favorite yarn that I use in my crochet boutique, and this is a Yarnspirations Bernat yarn. I know Yarnspirations is like the brand, but then there's like Bernat within Yarnspirations, and within that there's like different types of yarn you can get. So this is the Bernat Forever Fleece from Yarnspirations. Now, oh my gosh, this stuff is so stinking soft. I love it. I love making baby booties with it. I made baby blankets with it. I made baby hats with it. It's just so soft and cozy. I've done snugglers with it before, and I feel like I did little baby cardigans with it. It was so cute. Those are all things that I've made with the Bernat Forever Fleece. I love the colors they have. They're very soft, kind of neutrally colors. There's a couple real ugly ones though. Like I've noticed on clearance on Hobby Lobby, like a not so cute color, and I'm like, is that brown or green, or it's not very cute. There's a reason this is on clearance. So there's definitely some that are a little bit like, I don't know about that. But I love using the pink and blue ones for little baby girl and baby boy stuff in my crochet boutique. And this yarn, I had somebody walk up once to my booth. They felt it and they were like, this literally feels like those fleece pajamas you get for Christmas. And I don't know about you, but I instantly was like, yes. This literally feels like those cozy fleece pajamas you get at Christmas. And it just is like that nostalgic feeling. And yeah, I love that. It's so soft. And that is a big selling point for a lot of my stuff at craft shows is how soft it is. People feel it and they're like, what? Like this stuff is so soft. Like I need to have this right now. So I sell a bunch of baby stuff. I love using the really soft stuff because I want them to be cozy, you know, and it's on their ears and stuff. And it's just more comfortable for them. So the Bernat Forever Fleece is definitely comfortable. It's definitely warm and cozy. I love that feeling. I actually made a blanket the other day at my market while I was just sitting there while it was slow, and I have the pattern for that. Well, I don't have it written out, but I can write out the pattern for that if anybody wants to make one for themselves. It only took 2 skeins of that yarn, whipped up super quick, and it made this adorable just square baby blanket, like a little crib throw. Super duper cute. Okay, moving on to my second favorite yarn ever, and this yarn is another yarn from Bernat because, okay, I'm obsessed with that brand. Are you kidding me? Bernat, sponsor me. I love you. Again, I told you I was getting a little excited in this video about yarn. I am obsessed with this brand. They just do a really great job, and my second favorite yarn is the Bernat Blanket yarn. This stuff, it just has so many benefits to it because it works up quick. It's so soft. So everything you make with it sells great because people are like, wow, this is the softest thing ever. And I just love it. I love working with it. Now, downside to working with this, it's a little hard to see your stitches. I'm not gonna lie, because it's kind of more of that plush yarn and it can be a little tricky getting used to it, getting the hang of it. You know, it's definitely worth learning how to use this yarn because it sells so well and it's really fun to work with. Again, it whips up so quick because the yarn is thick and you have to use thicker hook sizes with it. So that's another benefit for when you're market prepping. That thick yarn is just going to whip up quicker, which saves you time, which helps you make more money in your crochet business, which is exactly why a YouTube channel is helping you do that. So thicker the yarn, the better usually, and this stuff is so soft. They actually just recently redid their formula. So Bernat Blanket had their old formula. Okay, it wasn't rough or anything. Well, okay, their old formula, it was soft still. Like, it was soft, but now that they've redone their formula, I'm like, this other stuff feels like a towel. Like, it's just not soft anymore. And the new formula, it's just so buttery, smooth, and soft and cozy. And the other stuff, if you feel them next to each other, you're like, ooh, it's like definitely softer. So if you've used Bernat Blanket in the past, they actually did redo their formula and it is a whole lot softer now. And I love that because that just means my products are going to sell even better, because the softer my stuff is, usually the better it sells. So this yarn is really great for doing plushies. I've been doing pretty much all of my plushies, my bees and my chickens and my snugglers with the Bernat Blanket yarn. They also have Bernat's baby blanket, which I do the little baby bear hats with those, so that's a lot of fun. You can obviously make blankets with the Bernat Blanket yarn, which whip up super quick. But all in all, this yarn is a lot of fun. Personally, I usually just use a single crochet with it. I don't get super fancy with my stitches. It works up so quick even with a single crochet, and again, great for amigurumi, great for little baby stuff, and I love this yarn. Like, I'm obsessed with this yarn. And I've been really getting into it a lot more recently. The color variety, oh my gosh, it's a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. They have a lot of color options. It's a little more on the expensive side for a skein. Around here, I think it's about like $11.99, maybe even $12.99. I think it's $11.99. But anyways, it's you can stack coupons. You can use like your in-store pickup coupon, all those things, and you can get these down to like $6, which is like a real good deal for what you're getting, especially because you get quite a lot. You get 300 grams in a skein, and you can make a lot of projects with that. So usually I can get a couple snugglers out of a skein. I can get like at least 8 baby hats, I'm pretty sure. And then also just like the chickens, I can make, I think, about 7 of those. So you can definitely make a lot of projects with one skein of yarn. So that's something to keep in mind too. Some of these yarns, yeah, they might be a little pricey, but you can get a lot out of them. Plus, because they're soft, you can charge a little more for them. And I'm not gonna lie, because people want the soft stuff and it's gonna cost you a little more, but you can raise the price point a little bit because it's soft and it's amazing and it's plush and everybody likes something that's soft. And my all-time favorite yarn, if you haven't guessed it, I mean, I know, I'm working with it right now. I had to talk about it. It's the Bernat Velvet yarn. Now, this stuff is so soft. In my opinion, it's the softest yarn I've ever felt. I love the feeling of velvet. It's just like, I love it. I'm like, everybody who feels this at my markets, they're just like, oh my gosh, this is so luxurious. Like, it feels so high quality. You literally just want to pick it up and wear the beanie immediately. And I have a lot of people that do that. They're like, feel it and they're like, immediately want to buy this, immediately want to buy. And it's great again for the baby stuff as well. I do my baby headbands and my baby beanies. By the way, I do sell the pattern that I'm working on right now on my website. It is the velvet beanie pattern, and I have all the sizes for sale on my website. I will link that in the description if you want to make those. Again, they sell really well because the yarn is so soft. So I love the colors that the Bernat Velvet has as well. My favorites are the smoky green, the quiet pink, the I think it's soft pink, and vapor gray. I also just like the white, and then frosted pine is a really popular one for me as well. Has very much PNW kind of vibes to it, probably because it's frosted pine. That sounds like PNW-ish, but I definitely feel like that color really sells well in my area. So, you know, other ones that I've sold well for me in the past, but I just don't really offer as one of my main colors is like a mustard color. That one's done really well for me in fall before, and I always get requested to do purple as well. So there's a really pretty like light purple and a dark purple, I'm pretty sure. They've got really pretty colors in the velvet, so definitely worth checking out. Now, downside working with velvet, if you're a beginner, it is incredibly hard to see your stitches working with velvet. It's like the Bernat Blanket yarn where you're like, where am I supposed to go here? So if you're a beginner, you might want to try the pattern or some velvet patterns with not velvet yarn before you try it with the velvet yarn, because it's going to help you get used to those stitches before you move on to working with velvet. Velvet's also slippery because it's so soft. So there's all these benefits to velvet, but then there's also, yeah, it's a little tricky. But once you get the hang of it, I promise you, this stuff sells so well. You can do scrunchies with it. You can do keychains. I have a wristlet tutorial for free on my YouTube channel as well. So those are things that you can definitely try making with the velvet. Oh, Also, I've seen people use velvet in their amigurumi projects before as well, so that's also something to keep in mind. So definitely a lot of projects you can use the velvet with, and people love the velvet. They're like, oh my gosh, this is the softest thing ever. I'm excited for you to try some of these yarns in your business, see how they do at your markets, because trust me, selling in person, you want soft yarn. People are going to be feeling literally every single thing you make. Like, trust me, they're gonna walk around and feel everything. You're gonna have a couple people shopping at your markets. Some people are like this. They don't want to touch anything. They're like, I'm just here to look. I'm just here to look. And I'm like, oh, you're good. Just, keep on looking. And they're like, I'm not gonna touch anything. And then you got people who literally are like, oh my gosh, this is the softest thing ever. And you're like, whoa, okay. And most people are like that. They're like, really want to feel everything. So you want to make sure that you're using soft stuff, because that stuff's going to sell better for you. Also, let's be real. It's way more fun to work with. Like, who wants to work with rough, scratchy yarn all the time? I mean, there's some fun projects that you can still do with that stuff. So thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I know it was a little bit of a different one. We got messy bun going on. I've got crochet in hand, but I had a lot of fun with you, and I've definitely been thinking about starting some sort of crochet podcast where we just kind of hang out and crochet, a little less scripted, a little more conversational, and yeah, I don't know, I would love to get your opinion on how you liked today's video. Also, if you could like this video while you're down there in the comments, that would really help me out a whole lot. I'm trying to grow the channel and get it out to more makers like you. Again, thanks for hanging out, and I want to send you to a video where I teach you how to make these velvet wristlets, because these things sell so well for me at markets, and it's with the velvet yarn, which is the softest stuff ever. So I would love for you to try these out at your market. So I will put the link right here in this little section of the video, and I will see you, my friends, in this video right here